Now, let's build our footer for our website. To create a footer, just head over to Templates, then click on Theme Builder. And here, just click on the footer. Then let's start from scratch. Let's close this window. Now, let's add a root container here. Then let's select our root container and set its content to from left to right, its gap between elements to 0. Next, let's set it to wrap. Now let's add a background color to it. Let's copy this heading's color from our text file and paste it here. Then let's add another container inside it. And let's set it to full width. Then let's set its width to 40%. Then let's duplicate this, duplicate it again, and duplicate it once more. Then let's set the other container's width to 20. And this one too. And also this one. Now let's select the root container. And let's add a top and bottom padding to it. Let's set it to 30 pixels on top and 30 pixels on bottom. Now, let's add an image widget here and set its image to our footer logo. Let's align it to left. Then, let's add a text editor widget after it. Let's set its color to white. Let's copy this text and paste it here. Maybe it's much better if we paste it here on the Text tab. I'll add a line break after this paragraph. Then add a line break here. And add a line break here. Let's fix this. I've put BE instead of BR. Now, let's add a heading here to the next container. And let's make its color to white. And let's change this text to product. Then I'll change its font to Inter. And its font size to 20 pixels. Then I'll add an icon list widget here. Then I'll delete some items. Then I'll remove the icon of the item. Then I'll change its text to white. You can add your link here on this text box. Then let's change this text to plans and pricing. Let's duplicate this item and change its text to how it works. Let's duplicate this item again and change its text to web development. Let's duplicate this again and change its text to SEO and backlinks. Now let's go to its Style tab and increase its spacing a bit. And let's set its hover color to light blue. Then let's duplicate this heading and drag it inside the next container. Let's duplicate the icon list widget and drag it inside the next container too. Then I'll delete some items again and set the first item's text to About Page. Then I'll duplicate this and change its text to Contact Us. And duplicate it again and change its text to Our Blog. Let's duplicate this and change its text to Team Members. Then I'll duplicate this heading and drag it to the last container. Then let's copy this text and paste it to this heading. And I'll change its font size to 19 pixels. Then let's edit its line height here. Then, let's add an image widget here. And change its image to this one. Now let's add a root container here. Let's add another container inside it. And change its background color to purple. Let's copy the hex code of the purple color from our text file from our resource files. Then let's add a top and bottom padding here for the moment, maybe about 25 pixels on top and bottom. Now let's duplicate this inner container. And let's set the root container's content alignment to from left to right. And its gap between elements to 0. Then let's make it wrap. Let's set this first container to full width. And its width to 50%. Next let's set the second container to full width. And its width to also 50%. Next let's duplicate this text editor widget. And drag it here in this first column. Then I'll set the root container's vertical content alignment to middle. I'll change this text. I'll go to its text tab first. And I'll put a copyright symbol. The code for it is and symbol, then followed by the word copy, then followed by semicolon without spaces. Then I'll put business website here. And I'll put the year before it. Then let's add a social icons widget here to the second column. And change its alignment to right. I'll change the color to custom. And just remove its background color here. And then, I'll change its size here. And I'll add a top border to this section. Let's go to its Style tab. And let's go to its border section. Let's add a border here. About 1 pixel on top. And set its color to gray. Then I'll select the root container and just remove its top and bottom padding, because we already have spacing to our inner container. Next, let's go to tablet mode. And here let's set this container's width to 50%. This one to 50%. And also this one. And also this one. Or maybe what we can do is set this container's width to 100% on tablet. Also the other containers. Let's set this to 100%. And this one. And this one. Next, let's center this logo. Then this text editor. And this heading. And this icon list widget. And this icon list widget. And this heading too. And also this image. Let's select this text. Then, let's add a line break after the word firm. I think the line breaks are removed. Let's put it again. Let's put a line break after the word firm. Then after the word road. After the city number. Then after the word people. Let's add another line break here after the word people so it will have 2 line breaks. Now, let's view it on mobile mode. And here, let's just center align this text editor here, and this social icons. Now, it looks good on mobile mode. And on tablet mode. And on desktop mode. Now, let's save our footer. And let's add a display condition here. Let's set it to entire site, and let's save and close this. Now, how you can access the footer we created. Just go to Templates menu, then click on Theme Builder. And here is our footer. Just click here. And here we can rename our footer. Delete it. Or we can export it. To edit it, just click this Edit button here. And this is the end of this video.